was nearly midnight when Kara slipped into the kitchen, barefoot and bleary-eyed, craving anything that wasn't junk. She opened the fridge, stared blankly, then turned to the fruit bowl. One banana sat quietly among a couple of aging apples. Without overthinking, she peeled it, took a bite, and walked back to bed. It was a small act, forgettable even. But that night, for the first time in weeks, Kara slept straight through. No tossing, no 3 a.m. scrolling, no waking up with her jaw clenched or her heart racing. Just sleep, deep, uninterrupted, and restorative. The next night, on a whim, she did it again. Same result. By the end of the week, the late-night banana had become a ritual. Kara didn't know it yet, but she had stumbled onto something powerful. While most people avoided food before bed, especially anything resembling a carbohydrate, bananas had a secret. They were one of the few fruits that could work with your body's natural nighttime rhythms. And science was starting to back it up. It wasn't just about the tryptophan, though that was part of it. Bananas are rich in this amino acid, which the body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. But they also offer a rare combination of slow-digesting carbohydrates, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6, all of which play roles in calming the nervous system and relaxing the muscles. For people like Kara, who had tried everything from herbal teas to sleep apps, the banana was a surprise ally. Dr. Alina Cortez, a sleep medicine specialist in Denver, had been studying food and sleep connections for years. When she began recommending bananas to her patients with insomnia, the results startled her. People reported falling asleep faster and waking less during the night, she said. We used to think all food before bed was bad. Now we're seeing that the right foods in the right quantities can actually enhance sleep quality. And bananas? They were at the top of that list. But the benefits didn't stop at sleep. One of Dr. Cortez's patients, a former college athlete named Darnell, had developed nocturnal leg cramps after transitioning to a desk job. Stretching helped, but didn't eliminate them. After she suggested he try a banana before bed, the cramps disappeared within days. Banana's high potassium and magnesium content supported muscle function, helping his legs relax rather than spasm during sleep. Another woman, struggling with chronic nighttime anxiety, found that her banana snack helped settle her stomach and ease her racing thoughts. The naturally occurring vitamin B6 supported neurotransmitter production, and the gentle sweetness of the fruit gave her brain a signal. It was time to unwind. Researchers had always known bananas were good for you, but most focused on them as a breakfast food or a pre-workout boost. Only recently had studies begun looking into their unique effects at night. In a 2023 study published in Nutritional Neuroscience, participants who consumed a banana 30 to 60 minutes before bed showed measurable improvements in sleep latency, how fast they fell asleep, as well as increased time spent in deep sleep cycles. Even more interesting, subjects reported lower levels of morning grogginess, suggesting the sleep was not just longer, but better. For people dealing with late-night snacking habits, bananas offered a healthier, more biologically aligned alternative to chips or cookies. The natural sugars in bananas, mainly fructose and glucose, were just enough to satisfy cravings without the crash. And because they came with fiber, those sugars absorbed slowly, helping maintain a steady blood sugar level through the night. That blood sugar stability was key for people like Raj, a 42-year-old father of 3 who suffered from mild reactive hypoglycemia. He often woke around 2 or 3 a.m. with a pounding heart and a sense of unease. His doctor told him his blood sugar was likely dipping too low. When he began eating a banana with a spoonful of peanut butter at bedtime, the night waking stopped. It sounds ridiculous, Raj said, but a banana saved my sleep. I was ready to try medication. Even gut health experts had begun praising bananas as a late-night superfood. Thanks to their fiber content, especially resistant starch in greener bananas, they served as prebiotics, feeding the good bacteria in the gut while you slept. A healthy gut, in turn, supported better digestion, mood regulation, and immune response. But not all bananas were equal. Overripe bananas tend to have more sugar and less resistant starch, said nutritionist Fiona Lyle. If you're eating them late, slightly yellow-green is actually better. They're gentler on your blood sugar and more beneficial for your gut flora. For athletes, Bananas at night could also enhance recovery. The magnesium and potassium helped reduce muscle inflammation, while the B6 supported protein metabolism and tissue repair. For runners, lifters, or weekend warriors, this meant better rest and faster bounce back the next morning. Still, not everyone was convinced. Some critics warned that eating anything before bed could lead to weight gain, especially in sedentary individuals. But recent research has complicated that idea. In controlled studies, small, nutrient-dense snacks before sleep, especially those rich in complex carbs and amino acids, actually supported metabolic health, particularly in people who worked out regularly or had long fasting windows between dinner and breakfast. As more evidence emerged, banana sales began to spike slightly in grocery stores during evening hours. It became an inside joke among nutrition circles. The banana boom starts at 9 p.m. Kara, for her part, didn't care about the science at first. All she knew was that a fruit she had once ignored was giving her back her nights. The effect wasn't dramatic. There was no drowsiness, no sudden knockout like a pill, just an ease, a release, a soft glide into sleep that felt earned and natural. She started telling her friends. Some laughed. One joked that she was dating a banana now. But then they tried it. One friend, a stressed out new mom, said it helped with her broken sleep. Another, an actor who suffered from pre-audition anxiety, said the banana made her nights feel less jagged. Eventually, even her therapist noticed the change. "You seem more rested lately," she said. Kara smiled. "I think it's the banana." And perhaps it was. A small, curved piece of nature's design. Unremarkable, untrendy, often overlooked, yet powerful in its simplicity. By the end of the month, Kara kept a separate bowl on her nightstand. One banana, a quiet promise, and every night just before the lights went out, she reached for it. Not because it was a miracle, but because for once, something actually worked.